Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood tech rep here, Zen. I'm going to be doing an alt tutorial on OpenNest, which is a plugin for helping you to nest laser cut sheets and geometry in the most efficient way possible instead of clicking and dragging like traditionally. I'm just going to delete this for now. Traditionally, you would have your laser cut geometry, right? And then you bake it, and then you draw your laser bed, and then you just start like, oh wait, whoops, you just start like dragging it and trying to pack it, but it just takes forever and sometimes it's not efficient, right? So this is a way to really quickly get around that. And so you just go to the OpenNest. If you guys haven't installed plugins before, you can just go to Food for Rhino and search up OpenNest, and you go to the download section, and you just download the applicable version. There's no version out for Mac right now, which is tragic, but you can also run like Boot Camp or something on your Mac and run Windows. That's one way to get around it. And once you have it downloaded, you can actually go to Grasshopper here, click on File, Special Folders, and you go to your Components folder, and this will have all your plugins in here. And so what you can do is you can literally just drag the zip file into your plugins folder. I'm just gonna make a new folder here called OpenNest. Otherwise, when you unpack it, it's gonna get really messy. Just gonna pop it in there, and I'm just gonna unzip it right here. Yay! Okay, cool. So that's it. That's all you gotta do, and then you can just restart Rhino, and it should load up. Alright, I'm gonna load up Grasshopper. Okay, so now you see OpenNest has popped up in params, and we got the plugin right here. So what does OpenNest? So how do we use it? Well, first, for 280, you guys will have something. Oh my god. For 280, you guys will have something sort of like this, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what your tower really looks like. Okay, right. You'll have your tower, and then you'll have your tower cut into floor plates, right? And I'm gonna show you two ways of doing this. Maybe your floor plates are just lines, or you already have your floor plates extruded as like a solid. I'm gonna show you how to pack both of these. So OpenNest, you can just click on it here and pull out the OpenNest component. It looks a little complicated at first, but it's really not that hard. You really only need to be concerned with a couple of parameters. So the first one being sheets, which is your laser cut bed size or your material size. So all you have to do is just draw a rectangle. Say let's see what the Daniels. So the laser bed size on the Daniels website, you can look at it under the laser cutter section. And so the laser bed size for the small laser cutters are 812 by 457. So we're just gonna punch in 812 by 457, and there you have it. All right, you have your laser bed, and so put it here. We're just gonna plug that into a curve component, and you have your laser bed. Yay! Okay, and then you can get your geometry. So your geometry is basically whatever you want to pack. So in this case, turn that on. Right, so in this case, if you want to pack your tower, which you already oriented to a flat plane, you can just literally just plug that in. It's gonna take a minute because OpenNest is like trying to find the best way to pack all your geometry, but when it's done, turn preview on this, right? You can see that OpenNest has packed it all pretty efficiently, and there's only a couple other parameters you can sort of like you really need to be concerned about. First one being spacing, and spacing is just the number of just like the distance between the pieces. So you can see here it's set at 0, but you can set it to more or less depending on what you want. Apart from that, the rest of the stuff is kind of whatever. Like, you don't have to care about it too much. I won't go into it because there's a lot of stuff, but you can go and play around with it or read up about it on the OpenNest website. They also have a tutorial on there over here. It goes pretty fast though, so you have to slow it down, but yeah, it's a lot of good stuff on there. So that's how you pack 3D geometry. So once you have 3D geometry packed, what you can do is actually you can just click on OpenNest and you can just bake that geometry, and then just switch to the top view, and you can just make 2D this geometry, right? And then you'll have some sweet laser cuttable files, right? And then you can just cut this. Another way is if you have it as curves. So if you have your floor plate curves like this as 2D curves, then what you can do is you can just take these and you can plug it into geometry as well, and it'll do the exact same thing. Oh wait, oh shit, I should delete that. Right. And it'll do the exact same thing, it'll pack it, except you see here, because we packed the outside curves, that we don't have the holes for the dowels, like these ones, where your dowel goes through your tire. And so to get these to align together, if you just place it into here into geometry, it doesn't really work, because it'll pack these, well, I can show you. It'll pack these separately. See, like they'll pack them all around wherever. So instead, what you should do is you can pull up a transform component. And so what this does is that OpenNest gives you a couple of outputs. One is transformation data, and this is just the data of like what the type of transformations that are applied to each of these curves, right? So like to get this to here, it had to move to the right, move up, rotate a couple of times, and then it packs it, right? So it's just a collection of all the data that's been applied to these 2D shapes. And so if you apply the same transformation data to these dowel holes, they'll end up in exactly where they should be, right? And so you can just take your dowel holes and plug them in to the transform component, which takes geometry and transformation data, and you can just take the transformation data and plug it in there, and you'll see that it's all been moved to their correct spots, right? Apart from that, you also need to keep track of which floor is which, so you can just go to OpenNest and pull up text, and this is just an easy text component which takes location, text, and size. And so for location, you can do this a couple of ways, but I think the simplest way is if you just pull up the area component and plug geometry into that to get the center, and then take the centroid and plug that into location. And then for the actual text display, OpenNest provides you with the ID number of all the geometry that you put in there. So you can plug the ID number into text and then just give it a size. Okay, maybe that was a bit too large, but then you just provide it a size, and it's upside down. Okay, there we go, right? And it'll give you laser cut single stroke font. I know it's really ugly, but basically this font is good because if you're laser cutting, the laser only has to go over it once, whereas if you use like other font, it might be like here. Where is font in Grass? Text. No, it's not this. Oh, text tag 3D. Yes, it's this. How do I use this? I think somewhat similar. Right. Okay, so if you use like something native to Grasshopper, like text tag 3D, instead, what ends up happening is you get this kind of text, and if you bake it, you get these bad boys. But if you make 2D days to try to turn them to curves, you actually... Wait, where's the 2D? Wait, I made 2D this. Where did it go? Anyways, that's awkward. We're usually gonna make 2D this now. Right, okay, so if you make 2D this. Oh, wait, what? How does that work? What? How does that explode? I don't. Oh, right, you have to explode them. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay. So, when you get text from text tag, you actually like have to explode it into lines. And when you explode it into lines, turn that off. When you explode it into lines, like the laser cutter is gonna start cutting like the outside, and it just takes, basically it just takes way longer, right? So you don't want that. Don't use this. Don't use this. Use this instead. Right? Just go to OpenNest and pull out the text, and you'll get single stroke instead of normal text. Oh, sorry, I came down with the flu, so I'm a little bit. Anyways, so yeah, that's the basics to OpenNest. I hope that was helpful, and good luck.